Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, JMA Friday for today's second video. So as always on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month here with Japanese and CFS V2 miles, and I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say that first video was our 6 AM upload, and we've got 10-14 there with all of the race features coming up for you later on this afternoon. Please like, share, and subscribe on those videos. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. It's the eve of Christmas, so I'm slightly giddy as we're counting down now very closely to Christmas. So, yes, please like, share, subscribe on videos anyway. Thank you so much, everybody. For dinner. Right, well, we're going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly from the JMA. For the Arctic and North Pole view down. So this is the North Pole just here. This is a wider Arctic circle around there. We've got middle latitudes around there. That sort of area anyway. So blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure. And yellow, orange, and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. These are broken down into week periods. The first week period will take us from today, the 23rd of September, through to the 30th. The coming week over Christmas will have above average heights to the west and also the south of the country with below average heights, low pressure to the north. We bring the wind in from off the Atlantic Ocean. It could be quite unsettled, especially so for more northern areas. Week 2, here we go. Sorry about that. Week 2 will be the 30th. December the 4th of January. High pressure ridging up from the south there. That looks very mild New Year. Winds pushing into a long fetch southwesterly direction with that. Could turn really mild into the beginning of 2023. And then weeks 3 and 4, which is the 4th to the 18th of January, showing a change. High pressure pulling out into the Atlantic. So we've got a mid-Atlantic ridge. It's extending up towards Greenland as well. Could we start to run a trough in through here? If we do, we'll get a dip in the jet stream in the 500 millibar flow, and that will take us into colder weather. So maybe hints of turning a little bit colder later on into January. This is a tropical and mid-latitude view, so we can't see the Arctic, Greenland, Iceland, skiing, all those areas are off the chart up here, but we've had a look at that view down so we know what's going on. Reminder of the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly. We're in the top right hand corner of the chart, you look at it by the way. So we've got high pressure both to our west and also to our south in week 1, 23rd to 30th of December. There's some low pressure up here. The temperature anomaly is a little bit on the cool side, actually, the far north of Scotland, a little bit above average. So I've noticed most of the continent looking really quite mild, very cold across central, northern and eastern parts of America. And the precipitation anomaly for week 1 is a little bit above average for the north and nearer normal to slightly on the drier side further south. Week 2 is going to be the 30th of December to the 4th of January with high pressure building to the south of the country, centred over the Alps somewhere, continental high, and that will pull up a long fetch southwest wind, so it should be a warmer week. Yes, it is. You see that we're bathed in those yellow colours there for the new year. That's 1 to 2 degrees above average. A very mild start to 2023. Still a little bit on the unsettled side, especially so for more northern and western areas with some rather above average rainfall there. And then weeks 3 and 4, which is the 4th to the 18th of January, takes that high pressure out into the Atlantic, a mid-Atlantic ridge, extending up towards Greenland like that a little bit. The temperature anomaly is still above average, especially so for England and Wales. Excuse me once again, everybody. And the precipitation anomaly is largely on the drier side as well. It's a 2-weekly anomaly, so something, week 3 might be very mild, and then week 4 turns a bit colder. Something like that could be going on. That's how the JMA is looking this week. Right, let's compare that CFS V2. So these are 500 millibar height anomalies again, broken down into weekly periods. The first week period is going to take us from the 23rd, 29th of December. the coming week, this week, Christmas week, we'll have high pressure to the south, and low pressure, excuse me, once more, will be away to the north, and winds will be coming in from that very mild southwesterly direction once again. Week 2 will be the 30th and 5th of January. Again, we've got lots of high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, winds in from a west to southwest direction. That looks very mild into the new year. Week 3 is going to be the 6th to the 12th of January. You've guessed it, high pressure is to the south, low pressure is to the north. That's exceptionally mild first half of January. And then week 4, just moving the high pressure out to the Atlantic a little bit. This is the 13th, 19th of January. High pressure becoming more focused in the middle of the Atlantic, not yet getting up towards Greenland, not yet getting up towards Greenland, with low pressure around Greenland, Iceland, and maybe a little bit more of a northwesterly type alignment to the jet stream wind flow direction there. So good agreement actually between the JMA and the CFS today, all the way out to week 4. You know, you see the parallels between the two, which doesn't always happen. The week 1 temperature anomaly from the 23rd to the 29th is above average, on average week to come. Look how cold it's going to be across most parts of America, away from the west. Really extremely cold, off the scale cold for most parts of America, while much of Europe and also back into Russia as well, looking exceptionally mild. This carries on into week 2 as well. It's the 30th and 5th of January. Again, very significantly above average temperatures for UK, Ireland, and all parts of Eurasia. America is joining in with the above average temperatures as well, though. So the cold just completely disappears, really, in week 2. Week 3 is the 6th to the 12th of January. Again, substantially above average. Talking about like 2-3 degrees above average. Widespread warmth again across most parts of Eurasia. And then week 4 looking like that. And it's still above average, but not quite as mild in week 4, 13th to the 19th. So we're going more down to the orange shadings. Again, most of Eurasia looking really warm. Most of North America looking really warm as well. It's only a bit colder on the eastern side of Canada, though. Precipitation-wise, week 1 is a wetter than average week, so a wet old Christmas from the 23rd, 29th of December. 30th, 10th, 5th of January, again, wetter than average, so wet Christmas, wet New Year. Wet wicket. Week 3 is the 6th to the 12th of January. Above average for most places, but driving average to our southwest. That's because of the strength of the Azores High, of course. And then week 4, 13th to the 19th of January, we revert to nearer normal precipitation. Then probably we're losing the signal. So it's mild all the way, really. Certainly through the first half of January. Completely to write off. If anybody wants cold weather, maybe something a little bit colder by mid-month. Second half of the month, we might start getting a bit of ridging in the North Atlantic. If we can get that to Greenland, and the JMA looks the best for being able to do that, then we could start putting colder air from the north. But as it is, it looks like we're certainly in for a prolonged spell of really mild weather through the first half of January with JMA Friday. That was just a snapshot of what these two models are showing today. They could look totally different when we do this again, probably next week. So we shall see what happens. Any forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with large health warnings and pictures of salt attached. We're going to be back shortly with a day of 14 day. That will include all of the regular features. Of course it will. And with that one, we are going to have a bit of a look at the stratosphere as well, see what's going on there. But for JMA Friday this week, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.